Hello, hello. Kiss up to God. How is my YouTube family tonight? It is so great to be in the land of the living. To God be the glory for all the wonderful works that He does. Oh, this is a hot topic tonight. It's Friday night. I'll be saying I just got paid, broke. but this topic it's been on the back burner for a couple of months now because of personal reasons, of course. But I kind of led up to it with the assumptions, how it's costly, how it causes relationships and marriages and family feuds. Then I came on with, do we get assumptions because of lack of communication? And that was a big one because it's so weird because the lack of communications had several views and then it went down to two. I don't know what YouTube is doing, just like distractions, had several views and now it went back down. It went down, then it went back up. So I don't know if YouTube tried to mess with me. I don't know what's going on with that, but go watch the lack of communications. And see, I had to go into solitude. I have a video on solitude and manifestation. But to deal with what I've dealt with, this video might be a little bit longer than the rest of them because it's like a deep subject for me. And it's because of being in isolation for so long and then coming back out. Because when I went in, I had lost respect because of the hurt of the wrong man. So I guess I had lost respect for men. I didn't want to love again either. And so when I came out and when I did meet up and started hanging out a little bit, I was still so broken that I might have ruined something or they might have been broken and might have ruined it because it works both ways, I feel. But let me show you a little bit about respect. 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 I want to make sure I read the right one because I had a couple of them. It says showing regards for their abilities and worth, valuing their feelings and their views, even if you don't necessarily agree with them, accepting them on an equal basis and giving them the same consideration you would expect for yourself. Respect begins with ourselves. Respect in a relationship builds feelings of trust, safety, and well-being. Respect doesn't have to come naturally. It can be learned. You can respect comes with listening, being present, be thoughtful of others' feelings, acknowledge others and say thank you, address mistakes with kindness, make decisions based on what's right, not what you like. Respect physical boundaries, apologizing, let live and let live, respond in a timely manner. Respect, to admire, to esteem, and to regard. And then I looked up love. Now love, an intense feeling of deep affection, great interest and pleasure in something you like or enjoy very much. Strong affections for another arising out of kinship or personalities. True love, true love. I'm sorry. Excuse me. True love fosters a connection that goes beyond the superficial. It's a bond that often involves understanding each other, core values, belief, and life goals. These connections create a sense of companionship where both partners feel they're on the same team, working towards a common goal. A mix of emotions, behavior, and beliefs associated with strong feelings of affection, protectiveness, warmth, and respect for one another. So those are the definition of respect and love. And it says studies say men prefer respect over love. Now, I asked a question one time before, and a person told me because love changes. And then you'll see where it says love blinds you. It says love can sometimes blind, like me without the glasses, sometimes blind you to realities of a bad situation, even in the other person, even if the other person doesn't respect you. But respect is much more important when you're looking for a long-term relationship than just love. Respect is all about honoring each other's differences. So that's why I guess men prefer, like a masculine man, prefer respect over love, because see, when you love them, your emotions are all over the place. You know, and especially if you were loved wrong, and respect is something that you can continuously give, especially if they're treating you right. Now, I was told at one time that I wasn't the one because I don't know how to deal with conflict. See, when I did deal with conflict, I was either smacked, belittled, treated badly, but that's not fair to the next person because that person didn't do it, but I was done like that. That's why you have to heal before you can even think about like that kind of love, that kind of respect. You have to heal first, because when you bring in that past, or you bring that past hurt, and you bringing that past into trying to build a future with someone, and you haven't healed from that past, then love and respect is out the window, because you're still thinking backwards, and that can ruin something that could have been good, that could have been, what was for you. But the thing is, we don't heal. We go from relationship to relationship to relationship, looking for that person to make us happy. That's not possible either, because it's not up to the person to make you happy. You have to be happy yourself. That's why I talked about those links that I had to create. I had to create those links in my life so I could move on and love again and respect again and do what I had to do to go on to the next relationship. Because if you don't, then you're just going to hurt the next person. And then if that don't work, you're going to go to the next person and going to hurt the next person. Now you got a line of people that you're hurt because you're looking for something. But if you're not healed, you're not going to find it, because you're going to still be living in the past, if that makes sense to anyone. So if men prefer respect over love, let me do that one more time, because it says men choose it because, disrespect to a man, I'm sorry, forgive me, disrespect to a man is nagging, criticizing, stonewall, I'm going to come back to that one, lying, putting down, pressuring the other, disloyalty, and threats to end the relationship or marriage. Stonewalling, I didn't realize, but I did that also. Stonewalling is refusing to communicate. You withdraw and you distance yourself. And I did that. Every time that there was something that I didn't like, I would distance myself, or I would draw back, and I wouldn't communicate. Because see, sometimes we assume that they understand what's wrong. We assume that they get it. That assumption, never assume anything. And then that lack of communication, that's that stonewalling. So that's what some men consider disrespect. And so I remember sometimes I was like, well, but you know how I feel about you. He would say, yeah, but you don't respect me. So what good is loving someone if that respect is not there, if that's what he prefers? The same thing about a man. Men the same way, because you got to respect that woman, because some women are allowing men to call them out their names. That's not respect. Some men are hitting the lady. That's not respect. Men are cheating. That's not respect. That's why I'm single. Because of all that, I felt disrespected. So if I went in my bubble and secluded myself and just isolated myself and just stopped. I stopped time at the hurt instead of healing it. So when I came out of the isolation, that hurt was still there because I never handled it. I never dealt with it. And it's hard to move on. It's hard to go if you don't deal with it. Because like I said, that's where all the assumption come in, the stonewalling, the lack of communication, all of that stuff. That's where all of that come in at. It comes in at that point. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't communicate because of lack of respect and you feel like that you love them, you got to respect them also. And like I told you, the disrespect of some men don't like that. Like I said, this will be a longer one tonight because some of that stuff we have to hit on because I don't think we really realize or understand each other. What is it? Men are for Mars, women are for Venus, or whatever, because we still are not getting that part. The respect and the love. We can love someone to death, and as soon as they disrespect us, we don't love them anymore. So what's that love? You can say that you love, you respect me, but as soon as you hit me, is that disrespect? You got to think about it. So respect and love, if you're feeling that way about each other, that it should not be that hard, but it is because of failed relationships, because of wrong relationships, or because of being mistreated, disrespect, and not really loved. I just want to touch on that a little bit because that's why I was leading up to that assumption, lack of communication, and that respect and that love. Because it all comes together. It all comes together, but you have to heal. No matter how long it takes, you're never going to do or be with who you feel like that you're going to do and be with if you don't heal. If you don't heal, then you're fighting a losing battle. So heal no matter how long it takes. Because you're going to ruin somebody else that could have been out there for the right person. Now the right person can't be with them because they've been with the wrong person that disrespect them or didn't love them. Think about it. If you feel like someone want to hear this, please share it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am a Southern Belle, and I'm on the right road now. Y'all have a blessed night now. You hear? God bless.